Joining us this morning, our real estate expert Michael Gaddis to talk about distressed properties. Every real estate agent just loves it when somebody comes at nice clean listing and a buyer with no issues and that transaction goes through. Those are difficult enough though, aren't they?
Yes, they are. They have their own inherent problems that come up, but distressed sales can be even more problematic.
Now, you with the legal background and so forth provide a nice benefit to folks because the average person is never going to understand all the ins and outs of just the legal process of a distressed property. Give them an example of maybe a divorce situation.
Well, in distress sales, problems can occur that normal real estate agents can't necessarily address. But like, for example, in divorces, I mean, you have a conflict of interest between the parties, and you have to balance that interest when you're doing it. You can get a call one day from the husband who says, "Well, my expectations are this," and then the wife will call you 10 minutes later and tell you their expectations are this. So it's really difficult to balance that psychological dynamic that occurs.
Well, let's talk about the psychological part too, because you have to be part lawyer, part real estate agent, but you have to be part counselor as well. And so when somebody comes to you, they can be pretty stressed out at some points.
Oh, they definitely are. Sometimes I definitely feel like I'm a psychologist as well as a lawyer and a real estate broker. I mean, just this last week I had a probate sale where somebody's aunt had just recently passed away. So when I met with the clients, there was definitely a lot of tears. It's very emotional.
Well, let's talk about a couple of other examples. We talked about probate a little bit, divorce a little bit, but this idea of the short sale, it's still out there and it's still happening. It's slowed down a bit, but if you find yourself in that position where you're upside down in the house and you have to sell it for less than what you owe on it, I went through this back in the 90s in Los Angeles, and it was horrible, just psychologically.
Oh, it's terrible. Besides your health and your family, the home is usually the next most important thing that a person has in their life. And so that dynamic of, the pressure of potentially losing it or being forced to lose it definitely affects every aspect of their life.
So again, you bring just a wide variety of services under one roof to folks. Again, and the sensitivity, folks, is really a big thing. Understanding the pressure that you're under and trying to shoulder some of that pressure for you so that you can kind of get on with your life. Is it tough to get some people to move on?
It is. It is difficult. And no matter whether it be a probate sale, a divorce sale, or a short sale, a lot of times there's that emotional attachment that occurs between, the homeowner and the home itself. But the ability of myself being an attorney to be able to interface with the probate attorneys or the divorce attorneys, it really comes in. There's a lot of value in having someone like myself.
Oh, I can't even imagine in that type of situation how valuable that is. So, folks, if you're in any of those situations, you're trying to buy a distressed property, you have a distressed property you want to sell, get in touch with Michael and talk to him about this as an attorney and a real estate agent. And again, I know you don't hold a degree in counseling, but
right.
But that's what it boils down to. And if people list with you, you offer really a spectacular service. So your platinum plan. And if folks mention SDL, they mention San Diego Living, and they list with you, what will you do for them?
Well, I'm going to give them my platinum marketing package at a reduced commission rate. I'm going to knock 1% off of the commission and give them the same benefits of the platinum home marketing plan for that reduced commission.
And that includes what, an individual website for the home and some other things?
It does. It's definitely very internet driven. There's a lot of SEO and other type things that we really put into home sales. As a real estate broker, I'm committed to trying to sell someone's house for the most that I possibly can.
It's not just hurry up, make the sale, and move on.
That's right.
Doing what's best for your client.
Yes, that is right. And it's amazing how many times I see that, where it looks like somebody's just trying to sell the house and for whatever they can just to get their commission. But I'm committed to helping people sell their house for as much as they can. I treat homes as if it were my home.
Well, then ask about the platinum plan when you get in touch with Michael Gaddis. Mention that you saw it on San Diego Living, and he'll reduce the commission, and you'll be very pleased with the amount of service that's involved with that plan. But Michael, always good to see you.